Around the world, people celebrate holidays with different traditions and customs. Plants are one of the common elements across celebrations around the world. Today I'm joined by Gracia and Selena from the Children's International Learning Center to share some of the traditions that their family celebrates. Hi, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, for sure. My name is Selena. I'm a second year's master's student at U of T currently. I'm originally from Vancouver and I moved to Ontario 4 or 5 years ago for undergrad, and I've been here ever since.
Hello, my name is Gracia. I'm a fourth year undergraduate student at McMaster. I am originally from Lebanon, so I've been here only for the past 5 years.
Can you share a little bit about the holiday that you and your family celebrate?
Yeah, for sure. So my background is Chinese, so we would celebrate the Chinese New Year, also known as Lunar New Year. So similar to Christmas, we would get the full week or 2 weeks off, depending on if you're in school or working. And around this time, extended family from all over the world, or usually just all over China, would gather together, and we would all have a family dinner. And then everyone would stay up, play cards or play mahjong until 12, do a countdown to the New Year. It's usually a time about spending time with family, gathering around together, sharing what's been going on in each other's lives for the past year. And the next couple days, people will either try to go visit friends and family, bring gifts, as well as go to temples to pray for good luck. And then we would also sometimes go see deceased family members, their tombs, etc.
And you mentioned a dinner with family. What's one of your favorite dishes that your family prepares?
There's really several, because a lot of times it's a potluck and family will all cook, what they're good at, and then have a huge feast together. So my grandma would make this dish with pork and soybeans, and I used to like it a lot because it's a very arduous task to prepare, because you also have to braise and cook the dish for a very long time until the soybeans very flavorful and soft. She used to tell me that the soybean was very, very healthy for you and give you a lot of energy going into the new year. Obviously, we would also have a lot of rice-based dishes as well as peanuts. I think peanuts, because they were like a root vegetable, they would grow through the year as well, so we'd have a lot of peanuts. My grandma also used to make this pork ribs that's covered in sticky rice. That would also be really, really nice. So there's several dishes, and all of them are amazing. I know in northern China, a lot of people would also make dumplings to the New Year's. And then sometimes we would make that as well, and we would do like a chive kind of dumpling, and that's very, very nice.
And can you share a little bit about the holiday that your family celebrates?
So my family and we celebrate Christmas on December 25th, if you follow the Gregorian calendar. And Christmas is all about family reunion and everyone getting together and sharing food and sharing memories. My immediate family and I would make our own meals, and we will all gather along with my uncles and aunts and cousins at my grandparents' house, where everyone brought their own meals. There are always meals that everyone has to bring because they think they make the best version of it. So yes, you always find a couple platter of hummus because everyone brought their own. In terms of gift exchange, we don't do much gift exchange other than each family has to bring one big gift to the host. Usually ends up being something useful around the house, like a slow cooker or a wine fridge or something. There isn't any personalized or individual gifts other than the gifts given to the grandchildren and the kids, usually by the grandparents. When it hit midnight, some people, for the more religious people, they go to church because there's mass at midnight. But my family and I, we usually are tired by then, so we end up going in the morning on the 25th.
And you mentioned a meal that's shared. What's one of your favorite dishes that your family prepares?
There are many dishes that I like, but I would say up my list would be any stuffed vegetables or rolled cabbage leaves or grape leaves. I'm saying all of these, I think all of these are the same dish, different version of the same dish, because they all use the same stuffing. Some people do the stuffing vegetarian. Some have it with meat. my family prefers the vegetarian version, so we always have the vegetarian rolls or stuffed vegetables on our table. I would say this is a recurring meal that some families have on like weekly basis, but also present on holidays. And yeah.
And do you use any plants in your holiday decor?
For sure, there's several. I know when we visit family and friends, my mom likes giving plants to our family members or friends. One of the plants they would give is like a peace lily to symbolize a peaceful new year. And then sometimes we would also give a lot of tangerines or receive tangerine trees or kumquat trees. And that's because I think oranges are one of the few fruits that kind of fruit during the winter time. And that color, that bright orange, kind of symbolizes money or good luck in an upcoming year. As this kind of like a money tree, it's kind of like a little bamboo that's in different interesting shapes, and then you could give that as well as receive that from friends as well. Yeah, so several different types of plants.
And does your family use any plants in your holiday decor?
Yes, we do, but knowing that we live in a small apartment, we didn't have much space for actual plants to decorate. We only had like one small artificial tree that we did. Those artificial trees are sold in stores, either in a pine tree form or a cedar tree form. And pine trees and cedar trees are everywhere in Lebanon. It's even on our flag. And you would see, they usually sell these type of trees with the needle leaves. So we decorate the artificial tree around the apartment. And around the apartment complex, there are palm trees that we decorate. You'd need someone to climb up the tree and roll the lights around it. Yeah. And we do sprout little grains to decorate around the house with, usually either lentils or wheat. You have to put them on like cotton, and then you put some water on top, and you'd see them sprouting like day by day. And not just around our house, but everywhere around the city, you'd see trees decorated with lights. And yeah.
Thank you for joining us today. And if you would like to discover more about holiday traditions around the world from our friends at the Children's International Learning Center, be sure to check out our blogs at rbg.ca/blog.